This is the part 2 of how Google detects you. How Google detects if you are actually a real person or a bot. If you are just seeing this video today, you can just go on my channel or my page and see the previous video I've actually made about how Google detects if a person is a real user or not. So this is the part 2 video. So this part 2 video, I'll be talking about CAPTCHA and IP addresses. Google actually detects if you're a real or a bot user with your IP addresses, because Google can actually detect if an IP address is a data center, a mobile proxy, or a residential proxy. I don't want to carry you guys too deep. Let me just give you the difference between them. We have majorly 3 or 4 types of proxy you can actually get online right now. We have a mobile proxy, we have a residential proxy, we have a data center proxy. Let me just stick with those three. Those three are the most they are the most popular types of proxies we have. So where are they used? For mobile proxy, these are the proxy or IP addresses given to a mobile phone. Say for instance, I'm using an iPhone 8. The IP address I'll be given for my iPhone 8 will be different from the one I use on my PC, because they already know I'm on a mobile, so they have to give me a mobile proxy. But there are sometimes they do give you residential proxy, because residential proxy can be given to both PC and your mobile phone. As the name implies, residential, where people live and everything like that. So they give people those IP addresses too. But for data center IP addresses are the IP addresses used by big organizations, like say for instance Apple, Microsoft. They have their own dedicated IP addresses. So those IP addresses are called data center IP addresses. So if a mobile phone continues to use a data center IP addresses every time, Google will render all the traffic you make with that particular profile invalid, because most of mobiles doesn't use data center proxies. I think you should have understood the difference between the three. Now let's get back to what we are saying today. And also, Google knows the person that gives you your IP addresses. This link up here, you can go there and check your IP address. You are going to see your IP address and the host of your IP address, the company that gave you that particular IP address. In my own case, I'm currently using Airtel. If I go to this address and I check it, I'm going to see Airtel Nigeria Limited, because it's Airtel that gives me the IP address. Same goes for MTN, Glo, and every other network providers in Nigeria. So that's just how they determine the host. Now let's just swap the scenario to those people using the network in United States of America. Their host will be T-Mobile, Verizon, etc. You understand? So now, if you are using an IP address, and the IP address host is given by a VPN company. Take for instance, have you ever noticed that whenever you try to connect to a VPN and you go to you go on Google to make your searches, you are going to get this box right here. Confirm you are not a robot. Have you ever noticed that? If you have, then you can comment down your experiences with that. Because Google already know you are trying to spoof. This is not your real IP addresses. Like, this is not your real IP address. You are trying to spoof this. So let's confirm if you are an actual person or a robot. So Google will prompt you that you should confirm you are or not a robot, because they know there's a lot of traffic coming through that IP addresses. And normally your normal Airtel networks can break this sometimes. That means that maybe there are a lot of people Airtel give that same IP address at that particular point in time. So there are a lot of traffic coming in through that single IP address. So that's the reason why Google might prompt you to confirm if you are not a robot, because of the traffic. You understand? So, but for companies like NordVPN or PiVPN, if you connect to the IP addresses and you go to that same website I showed to you earlier, you are going to see the host name to be Peer or NordVPN. So Google will automatically know you are using a VPN. You can't escape that. And everything you do using that IP addresses or that IP address, Google won't really trust you. They might trust you a bit, but they won't really give you that 100% trust. So in this case, you already know how Google can actually know if you are using a VPN or a real IP address. Everything is stated here in this video and the reason why they might know. So if you want to be able to spoof your location or spoof whatever thing you are doing well, you need a very, very good IP address. And you won't even need a VPN because VPN won't do you any good. It so the best thing is for you to get a proxy. There are plenty of websites online to get proxy. I'm not advertising for anyone. You can just go online and make your research. You're going to see plenty of them online. So from there, they are going to, you can actually pick a dedicated or share with only me and someone. You understand? So like that, you will be able to spoof what you are doing online even better. So this will be the end of this video. Stay tuned for the part 3. Bye.